If you're a Never Been Kissed fan, then stick around, because you're about to discover 22 behind-the-scenes facts of this 1999 romantic comedy starring Drew Barrymore. Also, what happened during the final scene on the baseball field between Drew Barrymore and Michael Vartan that was so embarrassing, Michael had to fake a back injury to cover it up. The character guy, who Drew Barrymore had a crush on, is named Jeremy Jordan. He came out with his first album in 1993 called The Right Kind of Love. The title track achieved considerable success, reaching number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the US and number 5 in Australia. Way before her breakthrough role in Dark Angel, Jessica Alba began acting at the age of 13. She starred as a cast extra in the movie Camp Nowhere in 1994. In 1995, she was cast in the TV show Flipper for 4 seasons before getting the part in Never Been Kissed. Unlike her movie character, Jessica never went to high school and graduated at 16 years of age. When she was in junior high, she was a geek, had no friends, and could totally relate to the main character, Josie Grossi Geller. James Franco had a small part in the film as one of the popular kids.
Roofalicious.
No, Jason's not a stick of gum. It's Rufus.
It was his first feature film. Previously, he starred in an episode of Pacific Blue in 1997 and To Serve and Protect TV miniseries in 1999. Michael Vartan, who played Mr. Coulson, made an embarrassing admission during the Never Been Kissed reunion episode on The Drew Barrymore Show. While filming the ending, where Josie gets her one and only first kiss on the baseball field, he got a little too excited, if you know what I mean, and decided to quickly fake a back injury so no one would notice. He mentioned thinking of dead puppies or other terrible thoughts to cool down from the moment. Drew blushed when hearing this news by admitting she knew he was single, so she went for it. In 1995, Drew Barrymore started her own production company, Flower Films, with business partner Nancy Juvenin. Their first film was the 1999 comedy Never Been Kissed, followed by the box office smash Charlie's Angels in 2000.
King Kong Palm.
David Arquette, who starred as Josie's brother in the film, was named Rob Geller. Coincidentally, his wife's character on Friends TV show was named Monica Geller. David Arquette and Michael Vartan both guest starred on Friends TV show as potential love interests for Courtney Cox's character, Monica. In this clip, Michael Vartan plays Richard's son, the son of her ex-boyfriend who she seemingly shares a first kiss with.
What?
Nothing.
Oh my god, it didn't remind you of
Oh,
my...
don't say it!
No, but it did, didn't it?
Yeah!
Oh, man!
I know!
Lily Sobieski, one of the rising stars of the film, fresh off the success of Deep Impact, a movie about a 7-mile-wide comet colliding with Earth and depleting civilization in 1998, she was originally cast to play Kristen, the popular girl, but found Aldi's character to appeal to her much more. If you're liking my content so far, why not like and subscribe with my YouTube button on the bottom right corner? Also, which Academy Award winner also stars in the film? Keep watching to find out. Mona May was the costume designer for the film. Her credits include working on over-the-top fashions for 1995's Clueless and 1998's retro 1980s wardrobe for The Wedding Singer, also starring Drew Barrymore. Mona disclosed Drew was very hands-on in finding Josie Geller's wardrobe. She mentioned they went to Loehmann's to get most of her eccentric and weird clothing. Molly Shannon was cast as her work bestie, Anita. You may remember her as a cast member on Saturday Night Live from 1995 to 2001. In real life, Molly Shannon and Drew are good friends. In fact, she was there to surprise Drew on her 50th birthday celebration, on her daytime talk show, The Drew Barrymore Show. Here's a clip.
Never Been Kissed.
Yep, we did.
1999.
I can't believe that was 99.
It's crazy. And Drew would always get an iced tea on set, and then you would order me an iced coffee.
Yes.
Well, what I would want to say to you is you are incredible. I learned how to behave on sets from Drew. I looked up to you so much. I Never Been Kissed, how you treated everyone. And you had a tough childhood. You were alone. You had to be an adult way too soon. And what you made of your life and how you treat people and who you are is like no one else. I've known you for so long. You are one of a kind and so genuine. I love you so much.
Never Been Kissed is Drew's second choice for her favorite film she's done. Her first choice was 1998's Ever After. This reimagined version of the beloved Cinderella-like fairy tale centers around Danielle, Drew Barrymore, an energetic young woman who is thrust into a life of servitude following her father's death. Her stepmother, Rodmilla, Angelica Houston, is a cruel woman who makes Danielle handle all the household duties while she schemes to find husbands for her own 2 daughters. However, Danielle's fate changes when she encounters the charming Prince Henry, Dougray Scott. The Never Been Kissed movie has faced criticism for portraying a teacher-student relationship as romantic and for potentially normalizing inappropriate behavior, particularly in light of the #MeToo movement. Some viewers find the movie problematic due to its portrayal of adults acting like high schoolers and framing inappropriate relationships as funny or desirable. The role of Gibby was played by Jordan Ladd, the daughter of Charlie's Angels star, Cheryl Ladd. The 2 movies have an ironic connection, as Drew Barrymore later made the remake of Charlie's Angels into a blockbuster film. Marley Shelton, who played Kristen, had an impressive resume in television before landing the role. She played Wendy in The Sandlot in 1993. In fact, Never Been Kissed led to future film roles in 2001's Sugar and Spice and Bubble Boy, starring alongside Jake Gyllenhaal. She also starred with Jessica Alba again in 2005's Sin City, although they didn't share scenes together. Now, for the answer to the quiz question. The Academy Award winner in the cast is Octavia Spencer. She played Josie's work friend Cynthia. Octavia won the Best Supporting Actress award for 2011's The Help, a drama about issues being a maid during the civil rights movement in the 1960s. John C. Reilly played Gus, Josie's boss at the Chicago Sun-Times. We took notice when he starred alongside Mark Wahlberg in 1997's Boogie Nights as Reed Rothschild. His career debut was in Casualties of War in 1989, co-starring with Michael J. Fox and Sean Penn.
Nuts. It's what armies do.
Oh, we ain't Genghis Khan,
Hey,
man.
you're the one who's nuts, man.
Michael Vartan, who played Mr. Coulson, almost didn't get the part. He was virtually unknown at the time, and studio execs resisted the idea of casting him, but Drew Barrymore fought very hard for him to get the part, which was considered his breakout role, launching his career. In a 2014 interview, David Arquette admitted that him and Drew grew up together and briefly dated in 1991 when they were young kids. Drew has denied the fact, even though pictures say 1,000 words. Who do you believe? Comment below. The movie featured popular music artists and secured the rights to songs of Cyndi Lauper, Madonna, Blind Melon, and Pat Benatar. Although the renowned Chicago Sun-Times and several key outdoor scenes in Chicago were used, much of the film was primarily filmed in Los Angeles. John Burroughs Middle School stood in for South Glen South. UCLA's Jackie Robinson Stadium provided the setting for the crucial final scene, and Josie's childhood home was actually in the Hancock Park area of the city. As for the Tiki Post, where Rob worked before his baseball aspirations could take flight, it is now a Cold Stone Creamery in Monrovia, California. In a scene set in a conference room, Gary Marshall, playing the stereotypical editor-in-chief with no hint of subtlety, says, "I don't even know my own kids." Seated immediately to his left is his real-life daughter, Kathleen Marshall. Never Been Kissed was a box office and critical success. It grossed over $106 million worldwide against a production budget of $40 million, and it was praised for its lighthearted romance and Drew Barrymore's performance. The movie is considered a classic teen romantic comedy and is still popular today. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you might like this one next.